Alright, all you insomniatic gamers and especially you streetlight crusaders out there for tonight, welcome back to the Tuesday Night Special. And I bet you're wondering at home, why in the world are we mentioning you insomniatic gamers out there for tonight? Well, to truly celebrate the fact that we've made it to well over 300 episodes for this said show, and the fact that we really need to take things to the extreme, we decided to do a very special milestone insomniatic extreme edition of Cue the Horns Maestro! DJ Smokey's Great Moments in Wrestling History. And if you're wondering at home, folks, yeah, I'm in that Mighty Mouse pose I've been in since I've done this during the earlier episodes of the Tuesday Night Special. Only this time, this room is extremely bright, with that sign Maestro put up just in time for me to mention the great moments in wrestling history. So it feels magical, especially on this night. Absolutely magical. But besides all that, folks, this great moment in wrestling history comes from the video game TWC4 Fight. And this great moment in wrestling history takes place approximately well over 1 month ago when I decided to replay this game after mentioning it on a video game review for the Indie Radio Arcade. But unfortunately, when I went to replay this game, I would lose the save data I had for Mayhem and would have to rebuild him up from the ground up from scratch once again to try to go for that championship gold he once had in ECW. But unfortunately, with the way the contracts worked in this game, I would get sent to SmackDown instead in search for gold. And in my first match after being traded to SmackDown would see my first conquest for gold in a fatal four-way minefield match against the likes of not only The Miz, but his wife Maryse, not at the time currently in the game, and then also the world's strongest man himself, Mark Henry. And the rules during this match were simple. There were no rules. Pinfall and submission had to take place inside the ring, and to make things even better, every opponent who got pinned would be eliminated from this said contest. And I said if there was no rules, then why in the world do I gotta pin him inside the ring and count out was on? The fix was in to try to prevent me from becoming champion in this company, and I made it known the second I picked up that microphone. The fact that I had to win the championship over 3 other competitors was highly unfair, and I was doing this match out of protest. But in reality, I was excited just to get my hands on The Miz, and the fact that Mark Henry, before this match started, got injured by a thrown mine that I don't know who threw it, just a random mine flying through the air, injured the world's strongest man, sapping all of his strength, making him less of a problem, and I decided to save him for last. But immediately went after The Miz and Maryse, who decided to tag team me with a double suplex to the outside of the ring through an announce table. Ouch! And to make matters worse, one of them would go outside the ring in the form of The Miz with a shillelagh to beat my legs. And I was wondering during that whole time, where was Finley during all of this, and why was this shillelagh out there by ringside? But I would be able to turn the tide during this match with a very special weapon I decided to give Mayhem that I would call Chaos. And chaos for me would be in the form of a barbed wire baseball bat that I would use to actually take Miz down with a side headlock and repeatedly punch him in the face over and over again on the outside of the ring for the referee to count him out, leaving the two competitors left in this match besides me in the form of Mark Henry and Maryse. And Maryse during this match, who surprised the hell out of me, would be able to eliminate the world's strongest man with a top rope superplex onto a whole bunch of mines lying in the center of the ring, causing the referee, Maryse, and Mark Henry to all fly outside of the ring from the impact of the blast, and for Mark Henry to get eliminated via countout. And after seeing Maryse on the ground, I decided to just wait inside the ring, hoping for her to get counted out, but she would be able to get back into the ring by the count of 9, and then would try to run after me to pull off her French kiss DDT, only for me to counter with a tombstone pile driver in the center of the ring for a near fall. Then she would try to block the darkness choke that I tried to do to her for her to kick out of that. And to make things even worse, I tried to blow fire in her face. She would counter by blowing fire into my face, blinding me and hitting me upside the head with a side kick and almost beating me, key word in the word almost beating me after that move. And after all of that and that series of actions that she pulled off during this match, I decided playtime was over, went outside, grabbed every single object I could find out there, from not only an announce table, a barbed wire chair, a stretcher, a guitar, hornswoggle, the shillelagh, everything but the kitchen sink was dragged into the center of the ring for me to throw Maryse into the ropes, hit her with a tombstone pile driver, pick her back up and hit her with a move that I called the Mayhem driver, which was the MDKO, for her to get knocked out, injured, bloodied face with my arm covered in blood as well, to win my first championship in the form of the Intercontinental Championship via pinfall. And after that match was over, Theodore Long would say, "My God, you made one hell of a mess out there. How about you pay $5,000, nay, scratch that, $10,000, and I'll allow you to just let this whole incident slide." And with my bank account less than $3,000 and me unable to pay that bill and stay on this show at the same time, he would take me off the show for the next 2 weeks. But at the same time, I would still be able to cause chaos and disorder backstage once my partner Mischief would get drafted to SmackDown to help me out in my work for chaos. And with that said, folks, wraps it up for another Late Night Insomniatic Extreme Milestone edition of the DJ Smokies Great Moments in Wrestling History. And I guess with that said, we might as well head back into that music once again. And when we return, we'll be back with another edition of the Indie Report right after this. So don't fall asleep just yet, folks, and stay tuned.